What's going on, YouTube? This is Luke with Endless Entrepreneurs, just coming to you here with a live Saturday night video. I just wanted to update. I've been a little MIA the last 2 days doing some home improvement stuff for our rental property here, and just wanted to come full circle, give you an update on the listing challenge I set for myself this week while I'm transitioning jobs, and also show you some of the really good kind of unique finds I've had this last probably 2 or 3 days in thrift stores in between doing some of the home improvements. So I just thought it was a great time, kind of winding down. It's been a productive day. If you're new to my channel, I am a part-time eBay seller. I specialize in men's clothing primarily, a little bit of women's, a little bit of shoes, as you'll see from one of these really cool finds. And I work full-time in the finance world, and I've been transitioning roles actually, so I've had about 11 or 12 days off completely to just focus on my business and getting our property here, this townhouse, ready to rent. So it's been a really fun week of just being very, very productive. One of those weeks where like there's never enough time in the day, no matter how many things, like my lists keep getting bigger and my days get shorter, but it's okay. It's exciting and it's fun. Let me check the chat real quick. Looks like we got 25 people or so in here already. Ronnie's in the house. I see Heart Pickers jumped in. He says he's new to my channel. What do I sell, sir? Yeah, that's funny one, Ronnie. Funny guy. Someone says they can't hear me. I would refresh. Everyone else hear me okay? Looks like my audio is fine, so it might just be on your end. Hey, Thrifty Nickel, what's going on? Someone just said he sells LL Bean pants, dress shirts, and shoes. Yeah, that's a very good summary there. All right, so let me just jump in. So listing challenge. So I've had 12 days off, and I had friends in town for the first couple of days, and had like a 7-week span I just set a 200 listing goal for myself. I just said 200 listings to finish October strong. Thought it was a really good goal to have. That included having to source the inventory and those things. I didn't have the inventory on hand or anything. So right now I have 33 listings left to close out by the end of tomorrow to hit my goal. Being completely transparent and honest, installing this hardwood laminate in our master bedroom downstairs has taken a little longer than I anticipated. The floor prep was a little more complicated than I had wanted it to be. There was a lot more holes to fill in the concrete and things like that I just hadn't really anticipated. And so we made sure to do it right, but it took like an extra half a day from what I really wanted, which took away from time I had budgeted to list. So that is about 33 listings worth. I'll probably get some done tomorrow. My guess is I'll miss it by like 15 to 18 or so. I've been listing every single day though, and I'll definitely want to keep listing every day. So I'll definitely knock out some tomorrow, but probably going to come up a little short. But the good news is that Shannon and I have taught ourselves how to install hardwood laminate now, and we're 2/3 of the way through the bedroom down there. And this townhouse we're in is going to be a rental, and the whole downstairs has hardwood laminate in it, and except for the bedroom down there, it has the carpet from the original build, like 18, 19, 20 years ago, something like that. So we tore out all that carpet. We're going to make it look the same so that it has more of an appeal for renters. And so we've just been learning and figuring out as we go. I am not a handy person, so this has been all self-taught from YouTube. Had a lot of great tips from people on Instagram who've followed me there. Really appreciate all the help and the guidance there. It's really been tremendous. So it's amazing what you can teach yourself if you put your mind to it. But anyways, that's where I'm at for listing challenge. Hope everyone else is doing well. I know some other people were doing similar type of listing challenge, so I hope that you guys are doing well with yours. I hope it's on a productive week. I know sales have really ramped up for me this last week. I just crossed $6,000 in sales for the last 30 days for the first time since like April, I think, or March. So pretty happy about that. Hopefully I get to close to 6,500 this month in October, and then blow away November, December would be the goal. So in any case, I want to do kind of like a mini haul video here. I'm just going to go through some of the better items that I can. I don't have them out of the bags necessarily, but I will run through what I have here, and I'll save the really cool find. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you may have already seen it. But I will save that one for the end here. I've never found anything like it before, so pretty pumped about it. All right, so one of the things I found here, found some Allen Edmonds. And I've hit a couple thrift stores here and there in between, like waiting for things to dry and, kind of the different home improvement stuff we've done. So just found some Allen Edmonds penny loafers, nothing too fancy. They are the Kenwood line. Not sure comps. I mean, Allen Edmonds, as long as they're in good shape, I always pick them up. These are actually in pretty decent shape. I don't really see any cuts or anything or any nicks in them. Moderate heel wear, a little bit of heel wear, not too much. So I'm hoping like 50 to 70 for these. I'll have to do some research, though. I'm not really my shoe game is not the most polished of all the things I know a lot about, but I do know at $4.99 that these will be a good buy. All right, so this was pretty sweet. I don't know that I've ever found one of these specifically. So this is Hartschaffner Marks, which normally I only pick up like the really big sizes or cool patterns. I'm actually going to push my laptop back here. It's autofocusing a little too much. This is a black blazer suit jacket. It's the Trumpeteer line. And the cool part of this is Loro Piana. And it's not just Loro Piana. It's 100% spun cashmere. So it's got some pilling on it, which I know I can get with an old razor. You can kind of get that off and clean that up. Not sure what the comps are going to be for 100% cashmere with a specific brand in Loro Piano. I'm going to hope like $100. I actually have Ronnie in the chat right now. I'm actually good timing, Ronnie. I'd love to see what you think for value on this. I mean, it'll be in excellent used condition by the time I clean up some of the pilling. Got it for $4.99, and Ronnie, feel free to drop what you think that is worth there. I'm curious to know. And Drummer just said he got approximately 40 for the Allen Edmonds, so that's good to know. Either way, I'd still be happy with that. 40 plus shipping probably is what I would charge. Then I guess I'll have to do some research for sure. Found lots of pants of late. So let me pull some of these out. So these are actually from me. I've been picking up a lot of clothes. I start my new job on Monday, so I'm picking up a lot of new clothes for those. So these are Polo Ralph Lauren. These are classic fit. New dress pants line. It's got the polo on the it's like on the pant there instead of on the like the pony. So I'm not sure how these will do. Here's the tag. I know some people have been telling me to put this in closer to the camera, so hopefully you saw that better. I would expect 25 for these ish, 25 maybe 30 with shipping. We'll see. I'll probably do $24.99 plus $4.99 shipping and then take best offers. Found some Vineyard Vines. This was a pretty good find. So Ronnie said 50 to 100 for that cashmere jacket. That's about what I thought. I was probably going to price it at 99 and then take best offers and just see what happens. A little bit of wine to top off the night, guys. Hey, Jessica, thanks for stopping in. All right, so these are just Vineyard Vines. We got our whale logo on the back, nothing too fancy. But these usually do pretty well. Vineyard Vines khakis, as long as they're flawless like these are, and they're a 36, 32. These I usually can get over 30, sometimes up to 40 with shipping, depending on the size and just kind of the color and desirability. And I don't know what's going on with my camera tonight, guys. Lately, it's just been doing that. Even when I lock in the camera, it seems to just continue to do that. So sorry about that. So Treasure Hustler just said, random I know, but where did you buy all your Under Armour hats? Actually, a lot of people have said that they've seen all the different color hats I wear. So if you can't tell, I really like Under Armour hats. I don't know, they just fit my head well. The one size fits all they have, the large / XL size fits my head well. So I just get a bunch of different colorways of these. We have an Under Armour outlet not too far from us here in Charlotte. So I found one day they're on sale for like $13 a piece, so I picked up like 4 of them. So that's where I got them from. Nowhere special. What else we got here? Found some new tags, Banana Republic. We also have Banana Republic outlet, so I find this stuff quite a bit. I've done pretty well with the dress pants, like the khaki chino type dress pants. Usually get like high 20s for these. Paid $3.99 for these. And actually, all the dress pants are $3.99. Hey, Matt, thanks for stopping in. Found some Joseph A. Bank new tags. These are wrinkle resistant. Usually do pretty well with Joseph A. Bank new tag stuff. I've sold a couple of these dress pants. The retail is $59.50. I'll usually get right around $30 for these. Let's see what else. I'm trying to pull stuff that's not just like bread and butter, just to give you. Oh, these were pretty neat. Not really in season, but newer tags, Rawlings, baseball pants. Got these for $3.99. They're black, they're large, and they're men's. So usually, I just sold a pair of men's gray ones actually today. It's ironic. Sold them for $19.99 plus shipping. So those will do well. $3.99 I paid. Jeans were pretty solid for me. Jason and Corin obviously had not been to the this location here in Charlotte. I found lots of good jeans. So these are the silver jeans. They are the Tuesday bootcut line, which I've traditionally done well with. You can see the tag here. Paid $4.99 for these. Usually do well over 30 for these without too much of a problem. As you can see behind me, I have all these other pants that I've sourced that I haven't listed yet. I have some blazers. I did listed about 45 shirts the other between Friday and Thursday. I really was cracking down just trying to get those done. Adriana Goldschmied, love finding this brand. Women's, they're the Mona line. They've got kind of this cool gold bling on the back. Paid $4.99. Would expect 30 to 40 on these. We have 7 for All Mankind, and these are the, not sure which line these are. I think I was looking for them when I was in the store and couldn't find it. Oh, these are the 8 pockets. All right. Just straight 8 pockets. Paid $4.99. They're women's, size I think 26. This like I guess this is a flare, not a boot cut. But usually get like high 20s to low 30s for these in women's. Been doing really well with the 2 super lows, the Levi's 2 super lows. These are kind of more of a bread and butter, the 524s. But I sold a pair for $24.99 plus shipping actually yesterday. So been picking these up for $4.99. And more 7 fams. These are just straight boot cut. They're women's. Nothing too fancy, but probably 30 or so for these. All right, what else we got here? Got more jeans. Let's keep showing these. Might as well get through these. So I found Joe's jeans. And these are the, I think these are the Provocateur. Actually, I'm not sure what these are. I'll have to do some research. I don't see it on the inside, but Joe's typically do, depending on the size and kind of the style. Here's a logo if you don't know what the logo is. They'll typically do 25 to 35 for me nowadays. If they're men's, they'll do a little higher, but I still pick them up anytime I find out they're in good shape. Here are more Adriana Goldschmied, and these are the Ballad Slim Boot. They're dark blue. Dark blue always do a lot better for me. Here's the other logo you'll see sometimes. Pick these up for $4.99 and probably do 30 to 40 for these-ish. And then found some Miss Me jeans. There's that. These are the Sunny Boot line. And these don't do as well as they used to, but they still do. I mean, I'll get 40 plus for these all day long without any issue. I actually sold like 3 or 4 pair in the last month and a half. Yeah, right around that $40 to $50 price point. So what else we got in here? Those are all kind of bread and butter type stuff. We'll save that. Those are just dress shirts and stuff. We got more jeans in here. The jeans, it was crazy the amount of jeans I found. Oh, found Lucky Brand, which are always my favorite. And these are big size, 42 by 30, 221 original straight line, men's. I usually get close to $40 for the bigger sizes like this. Usually it's like $34.99 plus $5 shipping. So pretty pumped about that. Found another pair of Luckies. I think it's a different line, but it's the same size. Oh, actually, these are 46.32. They're 181 relaxed straight line. So again, that same high 30s price point for these. What else we got in here? That's kind of bread and butter. More Joe's jeans. Oh, these are the Provocateur line. Yeah, there you go. Oh, no, these are cigarette. Either way, here's your Joe's jeans. Again, probably 25 to 35. And then just 2 more items here I'll show you, and then I'll show you kind of the big home run. Just 2 brand new with tags, Tommy Hilfiger polos. One is the Buzz Off insect line one, and one's just a basic yellow one. Double XL and double XL. So these should do pretty well. New with tags Tommy stuff always does good. Well, sorry guys, just trying to organize some of the crap down here. And all right, so now I will show the home run. And hold on, I see Matt just dropped something in the chat here. Matt said that he found a huge score at Gabe's in PA the other day. They decided to mark most of their Columbia to $3 a piece, including PFG shorts, Super Bonehead shirts, swim trunks. You spent $500 on 165 pieces. That's awesome, Matt. That's a great deal. Good work. And someone said they get all their inventory for free, about 150 items per month. That's even better, man. You get inventory for free. That's great. All right, so let me show kind of the home run. This was something like I'm not a big shoe or boot person. I did post this on Instagram when I found them about 2 days ago. So let me just show here. Let me change my screen, make sure that I'm showing what I want here. So these, I saw them. They were like face down like this, and they're the very bottom rack. Like, and I do notice a lot of my good shoe finds are on the lowest tier because we usually have like 5 tiers high. And I think that people don't bend down to look at them as frequently. So they're like face down like this. Like, oh, I'll check them out. I pulled them up and I saw this little emblem here, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty interesting. And I looked on the inside, and I couldn't make out exactly what it said in there, but it had some, a little bit of wear on the sides, but not really that bad. They have the zippers. They zip up, and the zippers seem to be functional, so that was why I checked them. And I'm looking on the inside. I'm trying to make out what it is, and it's so dark, and I still have a hard time reading. And I made out the word Nason. And so I looked on eBay for Nason and found a couple different things came back. And then I was able to make out the first name, and I found Mark Nason. And then I started seeing the comps, and I was like, holy crap. So basically, the comps for these specific, like similar ones to these, I couldn't find the exact ones, but they are very, very similar. They were between $200 and $400 used. So I'm probably going to price these at like $299 and just see what happens since they're in such good shape. I have very little experience, so if anyone has experience in the chat, feel free to drop it in there. But I don't know, pick them up for $499. Even if I end up taking the best offer for $199 or even $150, my goodness, I'd be pretty pumped with that. And yeah, I thought these were really ugly. I didn't think they were worth much, but when I pulled them, I was like, holy cow. So yeah, do some, if you guys want, go to eBay and just look at Mark Nason. It's pretty crazy. So I have never really found home run shoes or boots or anything like that. Like, I've just been learning about shoes thanks to Tino, one of my good friends. I've learned a lot from him, and I've learned a little bit from Jason and other people, but like I just haven't found a lot of home run ones. I've found like $70 to $80 stuff. I think I've sold a pair of Allen Edmonds that were really good shape for like $90, $95, but this is definitely the first like big home run. I was really excited about it. So we'll see how they do. I need to get those up. These are one of the things I'm definitely will list tomorrow. I want to get that up sooner than later. And that's one thing, guys, just a tip too for anyone out there. When you get higher value stuff, get that listed first before your bread and butter stuff. Get it up so it's up as long as possible so it can sell. I'm just looking at the chat here. I'm going to wrap up very shortly here, but I will take questions for a little bit. It is Saturday night. Shannon and I are planning to wake up early and finish off the bedroom with installing that floor. That way I have the rest of the day to, I got to kind of prep for my new job that starts, I say new job, but as a consultant contractor, I need to prep for my new project that I'll be on. But that starts on Monday. Ronnie said, interesting shoes. I know, Ronnie. Not quite the home runs of some of the stuff you've been pulling down. I watched your estate sale video the other day. Holy crap. You're a magnet for that stuff there where you live. I need to take a trip up there and check out some of the estate sales with you. Carlos says he works at a repo company. Interesting. I do have a fantasy football question for anyone in the chat who watches fantasy or does fantasy football. I'm in a 2-quarterback league, and I have to choose right now between starting Andy Dalton or Ben Roethlisberger. Neither are a great option as a second QB, but I need one or the other. So if anyone wants to weigh in on that, feel free. I would like to know. Andy Dalton plays Indy, which is a dream matchup. Ben plays Detroit, which isn't a terrible matchup in the Dome. I just don't know which way to go. I don't like Ben on the road. I'm thinking Dalton. I'm leaning that way, but I'm just curious what everyone else thinks. Brian said, question, hey, Luke, how's the auction experiment going? Great question. And actually, before I answer that, I'm going to let you know, because of the time constraint that Shannon and I are against getting this floor in, I have canceled with Chris and I doing our show tomorrow. I do feel bad. We do like to get that out of week, but this one's on me. So we are not going to do that tomorrow. We'll resume the following week. There's just too much going on trying to get the floor done and get ready for my new assignment on Monday. But we will report back. And honestly, it would have been hard to report on it this week because we just started doing our auctions nightly. So we need like a full another week of them ending every single day to see how the boost is. But to answer your question directly, I had like another kind of loaded day end on Thursday with a lot of auctions, and my sales been really strong over the weekend again. So I think there's no doubt there's some correlation with the auctions and the conversion. And actually, while you ask that, let me look at my conversion real quick because I haven't looked since the auctions ended. 1 second, guys. Conversion. So my conversion is still at 1.5 on a trailing 30-day basis, but let me look at. I'm going to look at this last week, basically, since doing those. So it only has to the 25th. So that's really deceiving. So it doesn't have my last 2 days of data, but since my first round of auctions ended, I'm still almost double what my normal conversion was for the trailing 30 at about 3%. I'll be curious once it gets in my data from Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Right now it only has to the 25th, which I think was Wednesday. Yeah. So once it has my data in here through pretty much this weekend, that'll tell me a lot more if there's a huge correlation or what. But like I said, my sales are definitely the highest they've been in quite a few months. So I think there's correlation to the auctions, but there's also correlation I've been listing more too. So I mean, you got to kind of be careful with too many big assumptions. Let's see. Oh, Brandon said he's had Alex Smith on the bench last week. Yeah, that's rough. Ronnie said, funny part about the estate sale companies did not say anything about clothing, but I see all these suits in the pictures. That's awesome, Ronnie. Brian said, fair enough. We look forward to it. Yeah. Sorry for the wait on that, Brian. Heart Pickers, Ronnie said, I'm last place right now in our fantasy football league. I've lost the last 3 weeks by like 10 points. Yeah, that's brutal. That sounds like my family league. Every year in my family league, I'm like, usually the first 5 weeks projected to win by a ton. Then I get ravaged by injuries, lose to some absurd scoring, and I'm out by like week 7. But I'm in this really cool keeper league that I spend most of my time on where we like trade picks all year and kind of the same 12 guys. So that's the one I'm asking about. Go with Dalton. That's what I'm going to do. And yes, Drummer, I'm still running sales. I've actually been setting up all week. I've been running about 10 to 15 old inventory and auctioning them every single night. So starting next week, I'll literally have auctions in it every single day throughout the weeks. So I'll be curious to see how big of a lift that gives me. I mean, it's twofold for me. I need to keep consolidating my old inventory that's really aged because I'm going to be moving all of it to our new house. So it's kind of like a win-win for me. So I'll definitely keep reporting back on how that's going. I have a question about that with feedback too, and I'm not sure. And Ryan's in the chat, and there's some other really seasoned eBay sellers in the chat. So I've been really lax about leaving feedback lately. I used to be like a nut. Like I would leave feedback right away. Like I would ship and leave feedback, and I haven't been. I've been pretty much waiting. I'll go back like a week and a half later after everything's delivered, and I've had no issues, and then I'll leave feedback for sellers or for buyers. And I don't know. I feel like it's a much better approach. Like I don't think I'm being penalized for it. It also gives me like I had to cancel an order on someone because I found a hole in something that had over the time it was stored. It had a hole in it, and so I disclosed it. Told them, felt really bad. Told them I was going to cancel it or refund them immediately. They left me negative feedback right away afterwards, saying they were disappointed because I didn't fulfill their order. So, but I hadn't left feedback for them yet, so I went back and left negative feedback for them. Like. I don't know. I just feel like it puts you in a better position as a seller to like, I don't know. Like it was the first time, like I'm always just so pissed later because like I'll get negative feedback and I can't leave negative for them, even though half the time they do stuff. And it's like when you wait to leave feedback for a week and a half, like, I don't know, it just is a better position for me. So Ronnie says he sets it up on auto. Oh, so you can set it up to automatic feedback after they leave feedback for you. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. But yeah, I don't know. I've just been experimenting with it because it's like I was like, well, let's just see what happens. And I've just kind of enjoyed that. Like, it was the first time like they left some really unfair negative feedback, and I just was like, that's crap. Like, so I just left the same negative feedback. I just said, careful doing business with, quick to leave negative feedback with no justification, and it puts it right in their account for them. So. So Thrifty Nickel's saying she always waits 7 days to leave feedback. Nice. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna move to. Because it's like by 7 days they have the item. Any complaints pretty much gonna be voiced for the most part. And not that I get a lot. Like, I mean, I've shipped probably with closing all these auctions and liquidating. I haven't done my end of the month tally, but I bet you I've shipped 300 packages this month. Like, it's been a lot. So, I mean, and I've had like 2 complaints, so I can't really complain. Yeah, and Drummer saying you come across these negative people, that's so annoying. And I agree. It doesn't really bother me. Like, I've conditioned myself to not let it bother me, but it was just interesting. I was like, wait, I don't have to leave immediate feedback for them. Like, I don't know that they're a good buyer. Like, just because they paid for their item doesn't make them a good buyer yet. Like, if they're unrealistic in dealing with an issue, then that could make them a really poor buyer. And so I'm really just giving false feedback that I don't know is true yet. So, no, I'm not top rated. Someone just asked. I actually have never been top rated. Never in my entire selling career. It doesn't take away from your power seller status, I don't think, Brandon, but it does. I'm not sure if it does for top rated. Ronnie can probably answer that since he charges shipping. I'm not sure if he's top rated or not. I am not top rated, though. I've never been top rated. It's never really impacted my business much. Definitely losing a little bit of money because the increased, discounts you get by being top rated, but it is what it is. Most of mine, just being transparent, is for late shipments. Working full time, sometimes I miss shipping things on time. I don't have a perfect system with the storage units. I'm hoping that'll get a lot better now that I'll have my inventory back at home again. But that's just being honest as a seller. That's where I fall short. I think I have like a 15% late shipment rating. Treasure Hustle said off topic. Who saw the Ohio State game? So I didn't see the Ohio State game. I saw the highlights. I don't care for Ohio State a whole lot, but I didn't really care who won the game. So it was pretty crazy, though. I would have liked to see Penn State win, I think. Just because I think Penn State has the best chance to beat Alabama, and I really just root for Alabama to lose every single year. I think I just offended Treasure Hustlers. The Ohio State runs thick in his blood, it sounds like. Or her blood, sorry. I don't know which it is. Almost said that her son goes to Penn State main campus. Yeah, that's cool. So, I mean, I lived in upstate New York, so I wasn't too far from Penn State. So kind of a little bit of a homer for them, I guess. I'm a Syracuse fan through and through, so I got to talk crap for my once a decade when they beat Clemson this last week or 2 weeks ago. So that was my win for all of football season. Brian said, while we're at it, who's rooting for the Astros? I'm a Yankee fan. I'm rooting for the Astros. After they knocked us off, it was a great series, and just like to see them win. Cool story, especially with the flooding and everything else. It kind of reminds me of when New Orleans won after Katrina for the NFL. Like, just it's a cool story to follow. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up here. I need to get some sleep, and we need to get working in the morning. We're going to try to wake up early and knock that out. We would have finished the floor tonight, but we live in a town, like I said, it's a townhouse. So our adjoining neighbors, they're a little older, and they go to bed earlier. And we stopped at like 7:30 because I was like, I just feel bad running power tools and hammer and stuff. Ryan just asks who I think is going to be the new manager for the Yankees. I'm not sure. I'm honestly a little disappointed, Ronnie. Like, I don't know. Like, I thought that Girardi got a lot out of those young kids. Like, I don't get it personally, but I mean, it is what it is. They're parting ways. I mean, it's all part of the rebuilding process, I guess, getting rid of all the old. I'm just happy we don't buy overpriced stars anymore, Ronnie. I hope that doesn't change this offseason. I really, really, really hope we don't go back to buying aging superstars because, I mean, the glory days of watching Chuck Knobloch and Scott Brocious was all about, like, small ball, fundamental baseball. I mean, I really want to get back to that. All right, thanks, Brian. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap up. Hope everyone has an awesome weekend. I hope that your guys' sales finish strong. Hopefully, Ronnie gets over the firing of Girardi. I know he's heartbroken right now, just like I am. But enjoy your weekends, guys. And I will probably not have a video tomorrow, but I'll be back throughout the week, let you know how the new assignment's going, show you kind of some of the new room that's renovated, and definitely do kind of a wrap up for October to show you how the auctions are going. So have an awesome night, guys. Enjoy, and I will talk to you guys soon. See ya.